How's it going, everybody? Gabe here from the Fortimex today with another video. Haven't uploaded in a while, so this is gonna be kind of sweet, kind of cool, kind of interesting. But today's video is kind of, chill. We're rebuilding suspension on 2018 FC350 conversion kit. It was originally Trail's bike. Took it, got this exhaust fix, basically put different exhaust on it. Took off the things that were made it a trail bike, basically, and made it into a moto bike because it's super sick. And I've done it with 3 other ones. And yeah, this is my newest one for this year's riding. Super excited to be riding this bike. But yeah, so yesterday I was riding it, and like all the Husqvarnas that I get, I don't get like the normal like New Ray ones. I get the more expensive ones, I guess you can say. They're like $15 more. But they're not making them anymore, which kind of sucks, but I have like 5 of them. I have 2 in the garage behind the camera, and then 1 right here. This is the one I'm gonna be riding for this year. So basically on these bikes, their suspension likes to break a lot. Their middle rod, which basically holds the whole entire thing together, broke. Not surprised because they're known for breaking. So what we got to do today is take it all apart, get down to the suspension, basically take it out and replace it. It's not like I have any replacement parts for this one because this one is, kind of rare. So I'm going to have to improvise. I think I'm going to replace the rod with a titanium rod that I got. But that means I'm going to have to do some drilling and be very careful. If not, I'm going to convert it over to the new KTM style, where it's basically just like a metal rod from the top part of the suspension that goes down into the bottom. The bottom's got like a weird V out, so it can scoot around in there. It's a lot more efficient. Is it necessarily more sustainable for a stiffer suspension? Not really. I mean, you can probably make it like that, which I'm going to probably be doing today. But I really liked these suspensions for the time that they did last, which was probably 12 minutes, because they're super stiff and they're set perfectly right out of the box. But like normal Chinese making in anything, it'll break really fast like that. So that's what happened. Basically, just gonna tear it down, kind of explain to you guys what I do and how I make it happen and what I'm taking apart and what I'm replacing and whatnot for you guys back home that is going through like any of the same problems. And yeah, I'm just gonna run over the bike a little bit, some cool things about this bike that you guys are gonna really like. By the way, guys, if you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. I do have Instagram now, so if you go to Instagram and follow this handle up top, that'd be awesome. Really show me some support. So I'm just gonna run down over on the bike real quick, and hopefully you guys like the bike. It's pretty sweet, I think. So right here, I have got the 350 bike right here. Super sweet bike. As you guys can tell, it's very realistic, different than any other toy out there. It had a kind of garbage exhaust on it. It was like some trail fat exhaust. So what I did, I just kept the header on because the header was real nice. But I took the back one off and I put this Race 450 exhaust on it that comes stock with the KTMs from New Rays. It looks absolutely great. Put different handlebars on them because the ones that come from these bike manufacturers break right away. So I basically just put new ones on, I ran the stock ones for as long as they would last. But that obviously didn't go for too long. Got Race Tech suspension up in the front end, WP back suspension, carbon fiber overlook right here, just so it'll keep the paint from wearing away on the suspension and motor. Not much other done to it except, just making it look more realistic like a Race 350 would be. It's pretty chill. As you guys, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's all white. What I did is that I wrapped this all carbon fiber, white carbon fiber along the sides and the top back fender. If you guys look in here, but first, this is my race one. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna be hanging it up though because I've had it for a little bit. But the stock ones look something like this. As you can see, it's got the blue front shroud, and then it's got like the FE350 right there, and then the logo right there for Husqvarna in the back. That was what this other's exhaust looked like. It's kind of fat and whatever. So what I did is I just swapped it out with this. It looks great. But yeah, I'm gonna give you a quick rundown of the shop behind it too, because this is new. As you guys can see, this is the modeled shop. Got some jerseys hanging up there. Garage doors normally swing right here, but I got them open for right now. We got the Travis Pastrana replica bike, suspension's taken off. We have got the 2020 RMZ 450. I did a rating on that. If you guys want to check it out, it's going to be up in the top right here. Then obviously just over here, we got the two Husqvarnas, the little tool bench. We got factory motor sitting right there. And over here is the car shop. I don't know if you guys know, but my dream car is a 1998 Toyota Supra Mark IV. I know it might be very boring of a supercar, but yeah, that's my dream car. Right now, I am building one. This is a different motor and a whole completely different setup. So that's what I'm doing right there. And yeah, basically got a snowmobile back there, got an upward up here. I think I might have shown this shop before, but now it's out in my garage, which is pretty cool. All right, well, I guess there's nothing else to do except get started on this bike. So yeah, I'm just gonna get going right on her right now. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. And yeah, let's get just right started to it. All right, well, we're about 10 seconds in, and I just want to show you where we're at right now. Just got the body off basically in the back part of the bike. What I'm gonna be doing now is probably taking the subframe off, which is this plastic back part right here. You can't really see it too well, but I'm just gonna have to take this screw out right here and the bottom screw right here. And then basically this part should slide out, and that'll give us access to the back suspension. So we're gonna get going on that right now. Just got the back subframe off. It's kind of what it looks like. Just like the back piece that goes to the bike right here. Exhaust is still attached to it, as you can kind of see. Didn't want to take it off because it's just a waste of time. But yeah, this is kind of what we're looking at right now. I'll give you guys like a POV of what it looks like really quick. And yeah, we'll get going to taking the back suspension out right now. All right, so let's take a real quick rundown really quick. So back subframe was right here. We took it out. As you can see, we are now full access to the back suspension, WP performed. You guys can be able to see the middle rod right there. It's kind of snapped in half. A little bit worse than I thought it would be. But yeah, we're just gonna dissect the suspension now, basically take it all the way out and see what's going on. Maybe we'll take out the bottom linkage, but that's kind of a pain in the butt. But yeah, we'll see what we have to do. So let me show you what we're working with here. To make everything easier, I just took off one side of the frame and the front end of the bike, just to make everything easier to show you guys and everything what we're dealing with. So what actually broke is the bottom of this middle axle right here. So I'm gonna take this spring out really quick, as like that. And as you guys can see, right there is where it broke. Just as what I expected, I knew exactly where it would be broke, which is right there. But normally it's a little bit farther down where that pressure point is, but doesn't really affect anything. This is what it was before. Broke from right there. As you can see, we got some wear on the middle where it was wearing from inside of the valve right here. This is the top part of the suspension. It's still completely fine. I'll probably just relabel the WP and put Works connection on it now. But whatever. I just gotta replace this. I gotta find something to replace this with, because you can't get Chinese parts like you can with any of the normal like New Ray Toy Dirt bikes. But all right, yeah, I'm just gonna figure out what we can do here. Do some brain. What I'm just gonna do is try to improvise. I think what I'm gonna do here is cut down this bottom right here. Try to cut it down. put a little hole into it, and that'll be like the end point of the rod. The rod will come down from the top end like they do with KTM's, and that'll be the supporter. I'm hoping that this will work, because I really don't want to take everything off, because that'll suck. But I mean, you kind of got to do what you got to do. So hopefully this works, and yeah, we're just gonna go from there. And so, after a lot of thinking and planning and all that stuff, I have actually converted this so the shaft comes up out of here at the rod. So that is going to be connecting to this piece right here. As you can see, I re-drilled it. It looks good. It's got like a little carriage, like where it can rest. It's got like a little crate, like a little dent type thing. So it's kind of like this here. Just down into it like that, and it's going to get held like this. And I hope it works. I measured everything out right, so it'll set, the sag will be set perfectly what it was before. It was pretty like basically perfect before, so we're going to keep the measurement the same. And yeah, should be good. I think I will, so this is the original spring that goes with it, and I think I'm going to double it up. What that means is that I'm going to put another spring and connect it with this one, so to give it that extra like extra more, you know, all that stiffness. But there's a con to that. There's a downside. This outer shell right here, as you can see, this like shiny plastic part right here that holds this rod in, is a very thin plastic wall. And with all of that pressure, when you compress down, all that pressure is put on those outside walls. It also gets put onto the rod, but we don't have to worry about that anymore because it's metal. So what that's going to do is just put a whole lot of pressure on those outside walls. It should be fine. I'm thinking it'll be fine. But if not, then we're going to have to convert this over to a like different WP upper set of the suspension, which isn't too bad, but it's going to suck. Like, as you can see right here, I don't know if you can see if it'll set in, but there's like a little crack right here already that started just from putting it in there. But hopefully it won't get any worse. I don't think it will. But yeah, there's only one way to figure it out, and that's by testing it. So we're just going to put her all back together. Hopefully all goes well. And then we're going to set the sag, and then it should be good to go. So yeah. All right, so we got all the back suspension hooked up. I'm kind of going to run through what I'm thinking here and what's going on and so far. So as you guys can see, we are all hooked up. Got everything on, like I said, back underneath. The linkage is all dialed. Ended up having to jerry rig it a little bit. So basically we had to use some hot glue to keep that back linkage from swinging down because it's got no support on the upper half. So we ended up gluing it, which kind of sucks because I don't ever like to use hot glue for any of my toy dirt bike maintenance, but it's whatever at this point. But yeah, we did a little test grab right here. Kind of was feeling the sponginess. It feels great. But I'm kind of in a thought here. Maybe we can double up the spring and go a little bit stiffer since I do like riding with a stiffer ride, but that's also going to put more pressure on the case like we were talking about before. Just got to put, exhaust back on and, subframe and plastics, but we got the main on. We got everything that's, crucial on. So I'm going to show you what you want to look for when you're doing a process like this. So like I said in the beginning, before I start, showing you the process and anything, we doubled up the back suspension and made sure everything was secure, lined up, and the threads were all good. Made sure the weight was and all the ratio of pressure was distributed evenly. And the way you can tell is if you look at the back of the bike like this, and you press down on the back suspension, and if all the weight gets distributed and your tire starts pointing one way, or your entire swing arm starts swinging one way like this, when you push up, that means your pressure and everything isn't aligning right, and something's going to end up breaking eventually. If that happens, you just got to, take everything down and restart it. It's kind of a process. If it's not, sometimes it can happen, sometimes it doesn't. Mainly it doesn't if you're doing things right, but sometimes it can happen and it just takes some time to fix and whatnot. But I'm going to show you how to figure out if everything's done right and everything. So, got the bike right here. As you can tell, just by dropping it right here, suspension isn't dropping, which is good. You want that. Super stiff, and you can see a bounce. You can hear a bounce. That's good. That means your suspension's super stiff and really good. You press down right here, and you can kind of see it flexes in back there, which is good. Your linkage is working how it should be, which is right here. It's supposed to be squatting like that, which is good. What you're going to want is just a fast snap back up. You're going to want to bring it down to your can't go no more. And as you can tell, it's going to be really good. Grab it by your front tire so you're not restricting any bounce. You're going to go like this, let it bounce up, and basically you just want to go to whatever bounce setting. The stiffer it is, the higher it's going to go. Mine right now is very, very stiff. I'm going to hold it like this so it doesn't swing out. But it's hard to tell, but with it really stiff, it'll bounce up a lot higher, like that. And basically you want that. If you want it stiff, if you don't like a stiff suspension, then it's barely going to set at all. If it's a very sloppy, distributed ratio like a suspension, it's going to go like this, really, and your back tire will be over here. So if I put this down right now, it's going to be nice and lined up with the subframe. But if it's not distributed right, your tire will be like over here. You guys will know what I mean. But yeah, the bike is basically done perfectly right now. Put everything back on it. And then what we're going to do from there is just see how everything is set with everything put back on it. So, yeah. All right, so we are officially done. Super excited. Bike looks better than ever. Suspension is now officially done. Super excited about that. Everything is hooked up, and all we got to really do is just set the sag, which is a piece of cake. And basically, we'll just go from there. Got to get a ride in, and then what we'll do from there is just slowly adjust the bike and to where I would like it. So yeah, really quick, I'm just going to flip the camera around, show you what we're looking for, and then yeah, that'll be it for today. All right, so technically, obviously, it's kind of going to be like the same thing. You're just going to feel that suspension, you know, slowly go higher. And obviously, there's more weight added to it now, so you're not going to get as much pop. But there's obviously still going to be some definition there with the you know, reflection of pop. But yeah, that's really it, guys. Basically, that's the way to test your sag, your pop, really, the stiffness of your suspension. Really stiff suspension, what I'll do is just out the linkage in your rod that holds everything together. I will basically like cement that to the swing arm, so there'll be no play, and it's just like that basically, and there's no suspension. But that's for like Supercross. This is just like a moto bike. I mean, I'm gonna be riding it in Supercross just to test it because the weather up in upstate New York hasn't been really cooperating with us lately. So the Fort's dirt is just real wet lately. So yeah, I'm gonna be riding this in the basement. I'll probably have more like I'll have more of a motocross look to the track with just like the jumps and the bumps and the ruts and stuff. So yeah, that was today's video. Glad you guys watched all the way to the end. If you did, please like and subscribe if you're not already. Go follow my Instagram handle and TikTok right here in the bottom right. And yeah, that was today's video. And yeah, glad you guys liked it. I'll be releasing another video probably here soon on you know, riding the bike, getting to feel it and everything like that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, like I said, and we'll see you guys all next time.